Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yessik Ziiq here. For the first time in a while, for pretty much like a special Slay the Spire update or episode slash status update on my life, this little life of mine. Despite how bad YouTube has been going, which has pretty much been, sorry, I'm adjusting my camera because I can see myself, which has pretty much not been going. My life in general has been going quite well. So the news is all good. It's just taking a little while. We had a renter that I had to move out of our house. I'm not going to say too much about it, but it was a bit of a pain. We have to sell the house in order to get back into financial equilibrium, let's call it. So that was very stressful, and that took me a little while. And it's still going to take me a little while. I have to go in all day tomorrow to clean, and then I have a maid coming to clean some more. Then I have to get, even after a whole moving day and hiring $300 or $400 worth of movers and a U-Haul myself, there's still stuff in that house that needs to be sorted through and gotten rid of. And then I have a maid come in who's going to clean it all, and then it's going to be posted by a realtor, and then pretty much whatever that guy says that, oh, one second. Excuse me. I need to do, to sell it, I'm going to go and sell it. So you might notice lack of big black curtain. That's because it is not set up for my current screen orientation, but I have massively cleaned up my entire living room, so I now work in a clean space. One second, I'm gonna give you guys the little tour here. So you can see Jessica's office is now just back there. I have a little cat condo that I built out of Costco boxes. It's all nice and clean. My desk is not ideally clean. I have a Scrabble keyboard. It's actually a Corsair, but with custom keycaps that I got from Massdrop that are Scrabble themed, which I fucking love. So you can see this isn't that organized, but I have a grow light up there and an aloe vera plant. Not a weed plant. Not everybody's obsessed with weed now that it's legal in Canada, although I am pretty happy about the fact. Yeah, so just a much cleaner living space. It used to be incredibly cluttered. I'm not going to say it's because it was under construction, but that was one of the reasons. It was easy to make it excuses not to clean it because, you know, oh, we're going to have to tear it all down and paint the walls and actually get a plasterer in here, or mudder and tape, or what do you call them? Anyways, I should probably actually get going on this run. So pretty soon, all of that is going to be taken care of. My financial woes, which were never that extreme because, you know, I have people in my life who can help me out. Anyways, they are going to be mostly over, and then I can get back to schoolwork and recording and be happy about it. My health prognostics for the future are still kind of iffy, but, you know, you deal with what you deal with. I'm also going to make sure, is this the ideal place for this, or is this the ideal place for this? That's my discard pile. I'm probably the best place for, yeah. I likely will not have to know where my discard pile is, so that's alright. So, I could choose a card to obtain. Kinda shitty. Max 7 HP, don't like it at all. Transform 2 cards could give me a theme for my deck just to start out. And that's pretty cool. So, and I really don't want to lose the Ring of the Snake because I think that is a huge advantage as a silent. So I'm going to transform 2 cards here. And I'm going to transform 2 strikes. You might notice I am playing Ascension 9, so I need to be a bit more defensive. Infinite Blades and Deflects makes me think that this is going to be a zero-cost combo deck. Or at least that is what I hope. Let's get myself slightly more centered in this camera. My beard has a curl to it I don't like right now. Hard to get it perfectly pointy. Very difficult. So I'm going to go for maximum campfires, maximum question marks, failing that. And even though this is Ascension, I do like fighting elites. Not because I think it's the right strategy, but just because I think it is fun. So I'm not necessarily going to avoid elites, but I think I have found myself a path. Look at this thing. Elite, fire, treasure, fire, question mark, elite, fire, question mark, fire, great, great stuff all around. Hey Murdoch, how's it going? Say hi to the people. You haven't for a while. He's like, let go of me. Well, if you don't want me to pick you up, you shouldn't walk in front of the computer. Go in your cat box. Good boy. Oh, he's giving me slow blinks. For those, oh, it blocks some of my cards. Okay, let's readjust again. You know what? You know where the perfect place for this is? Right the fuck here. I can still see the cards in my deck in the map, but it doesn't block anything of the screen, so... Sounds like a positive to me. Yeah. Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? Don't walk over here. He tried again. He wants the pets. I pet you earlier, man. So, the grow light's gonna make the lighting in here a bit weird, but it always puts me in a better mood to have green in my environment. Not sponsored, but want to be sponsored again. Or, want to be sponsored. That's why I really like Arrow Gardens, by the way. It's kind of like hassle-free gardening that I don't have to pay attention to. And I get a nice, like, big green space. Really, really want one of those Arrow Garden farms. They're like the huge indoor hydroponics. And just have like a small mini forest, maybe even as my backdrop. Wouldn't that be cool? I could have like herbs and, well, not spices growing. You can't grow spices except for in very dry climates. Most spices anyways. I'm getting sidetracked already. Probably should have like made a set of cliff notes for my life before I started here. Just to have a topic of conversation and to keep you guys more apprised. That's all I can think about right now. Overall, though, things are looking very, very up. So I did say I wanted a combo deck, but I don't have anything that actually goes with a combo deck yet. I don't have Envenom. Okay, so that's the target for upgrade because the copies of it will also be upgraded, which means that it is 2 upgraded cards, not just 1 upgraded card, which will be equivalent to 2 strikes pretty easily. Very happy to get that card removal. Just trying to remember the course I'm going on. Getting very distracted because I am... I'm just going to spend these right away because I don't expect this fight to be very long. And I want to do as much damage as possible, I say, while not spending 1 energy or using my potion. Okay, I want to do as much damage as possible within reason. Don't want to be stupid about it. Overblock. 13 block. By the way, I kind of assume that most of the people who watch my channel are fans of NL. So I don't explain this game very well. Please tell me if you've never actually watched this game or NL play it or anyone else play it, because in that case I'll start trying to give better explanations if I play it at a future date. Because really I'm giving you the bare basics of my thought process. I like well-laid plans. Some of the internet seems to hate well-laid plans, but it actually, in a way, thins your deck. If you don't have enough energy to play all your cards... Yeah, that guy's doing 6. So pretty much I want to just make sure I have enough block, which is easy enough, and then I can attack him, get at least one of them ready for death next turn. I've completely lost my train of thought. It, in a way, helps thin your deck, is what I was trying to say. Because, if you keep 1 card, it means there's 1 less card for you to draw through. Maybe it makes sense, maybe it doesn't. In my head, it makes a lot of sense. And it also allows you, of course, to preserve a card that you might want to use for a future turn, like a really good block, or... Is Terror that good with a bunch of little cards? What I really want is Envenom or, like, Shuriken. Which, by the way, everybody says Shuriken. Shuriken is how it is actually pronounced. Look it up. Japanese is all phonetic. Let's go with... Yeah, let's go with Terror. Upgrade it. It's free. It kind of helps my machine gun deck. That's a lot of turn 1 damage. I think I play nothing but blocks, and I let the Endless Agonies go into my discard pile. Seems like a pretty good time for it. You know what, I'm actually going to retain Neutralize and wait for him to actually be attacking. Kind of like a slightly higher level play there. See, this is why I want to upgrade Endless Agony pretty quick. Might as well retain Survivor for the extra block. He's about to throw some slimes into my deck. Makes me wish I had Ice Cream. But of course I do not. I do not regret splitting him, but I'm not sure it was the right choice. Continue to retain Survivor. These guys, remember, do less damage. Haha, do. Yeah, I said an immature word. Just gonna spend all of that. I'm gonna be very, very bad at blocking for a while, so continue to retain Survivor. Remember, I do have the Block Potion and the Swift Potion. Should be easy enough to deal with this floor. I'm not sure what I think about this deck so far. It's very hard to tell because I haven't fought any elites, and it doesn't actually have... It has the cards that can lead to a synergy, but it doesn't actually have any synergies, which can be a bit of a problem when it comes to even Ascension 9, where I am right now. So 7, easy to get to, retain a block. Remember, if you retain a card, there's no point in not retaining a card, because retaining a card thins your deck, allows you to get to your other things faster. And pretty much gives you a 7 card draw, more or less. Somewhat, but not quite entirely. Just like the drink that Arthur Dent drinks on the Heart of Gold. Somewhat, but not entirely, unlike tea. Okay, I know it's not the most well-rated card in the world. I love Flying Knee. I will love it forever. It's not badly rated. People don't hate it. They're like Flying Knee. It's pretty much free if you have the extra energy, have enough block, and maybe I should have left those in the deck. Kind of my own version of Dazes would have been nice. Save my strike. Probably going to use my Block Potion for this elite. They're not quite at the point where they do 11, which I know they get to eventually. So Shiv, Deflect. I'm actually going to be able to block everything, which I'm kind of super psyched about. Didn't have to use my potion, but I probably will go through one more cycle before I can kill these guys. Wow, I'm bad. Okay, you're dead next turn, probably. Especially if I retain a strike. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. Okay. Deflect. You are dead. So I only need to play the Survivor. I am going to discard that so I can keep a Defend. I take no damage this turn. I'm not doing too badly with my health for an elite fight on this floor. And the ability to retain one card is so far doing me a serious solid. I don't think I'm going to sleep or to rest with this amount of health. 40 is pretty much my limit for resting before 30 is pretty much my limit for, you know, and I'm going to use my potion to stick at 40. If I get below 40, I like to rest before elites on the first floor. Before that, yeah, take it or leave it, you know. You know how it be. Okay. Wow, this is... I'm getting a lot of defense here. Might as well actually ditch one of them. And retain. Slowly, I'm drawing more than they're putting Dazes in the deck, but I'm still kind of stuck in, like, Daze Central here. I really don't want to take damage, so 2 potions this floor is going to be how it is. I still take 1 damage, but I don't get any more Dazes. Retain a card, it'll exhaust anyways. No point. Dead Branch, also be great in this deck so far. Wow, I haven't even started on this guy, huh? Oh well. I'm now coming out so much ahead that this guy should have no chance. But I need like an accuracy or some extra damage of some sort. Retain the Survivor here. Because you can. Since I can. By the way, if you're wondering why there's like a giant pitcher of water on the table back there, and you're seeing behind me now for the first time, well, not for the first time, you can watch my old videos if you want. Anyone here ever watched the the what's it called series, the Earthbound, or even older, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, where I somehow had us talking out of only one ear while the music came out of the other. Oh, I was bad. That was like the Scott Pilgrim playthrough. Commentary wasn't horrible, I got to admit, but it was so bad that it was good. Like, I had no clue what I was going. Always take footwork. That is one thing I agree with the internet on 100%. Remove a card? Absolutely. Get rid of dem basic strikes. Smith, absolutely. I could save recall for later. I would love to... The thing that gets the most upgrade is either well-laid plans or neutralize. Footwork might be the consensus choice for best, or terror since I get it all the time. You know, I was actually going to say I was going to do well-laid plans because I like retaining 2 cards, but terror I have first turn and having it free sounds like a good idea. I definitely want to upgrade 2 random skills. Even if it's just a defend and a survivor, that is very, very helpful. Upgrade as much of your deck as possible. General strategy in this game. Also on power synergy. Hey Noodle, do they get to see both the kitties? Oh, whenever I'm talking to the computer, she thinks I'm talking to her, so that's why she's up here right now. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Burning Elite, I would have liked to have faced on the first floor, but I can see him later. I don't need at all, ever. Really, I can do without anything. That's just the type of person I am. So this might be a bit tough, but the good thing is I have this and this out here right away, so he is weaker. I'm going to let the Endless Agony cycle into my deck. I'm going to get myself another power, another footwork. Actually, a Wraith form might have been the best idea there. Oops. I'm going to let those cycle into my deck. Just so if I go through my whole deck, which seems likely, I have 4 of them. Oh, clicked off screen there. So, don't want to play too many skills with him, because he will get stronger every time. But feeling younger in his mind, trying to keep the crowd at his feet, but he feels the world falling all around him. So I'm pretty sure I can beat this guy. But he was the worst possible elite for me to come across in this situation. Now I just really have to hope that I can deal 18 damage next turn with all my strikes taken out of the deck pretty much. So I can't deal 18 damage, but I can block for a ton. So much that I'm actually fine. Okay, well that works too. Gotta love that double footwork. Can't get enough of that double foot. She is gazing passionately into my eyes. I'm a Noodle. I love her a lot. Makes me slightly uncomfortable. I think she doesn't just love me, but she is in love with me. That's how she acts quite a bit of the time. So I'm gonna play like super high risk here. I'm gonna get that upgrade for Endless Agony that I said I was going to get earlier, because I agree with my prior statement that it's an important upgrade. Well-laid plans, terror, deflect. I'm already at 14 block, so, you know, draw and get an attack done. And then retain 2 cards. I hope I could retain 2 cards last turn too, because that'd be slightly embarrassing. Get the footwork down. Play the Endless Agonies right away for 9 damage, because that seems pretty good. And then grab my shivs, get them going, and continue to retain 2 blocks. I also may have neglected to retain the Defend Plus. Kind of playing fast and loose right now. 9 damage, really. That's what you're going to do? Not even worth my time. Let's keep the Flying Knee for next turn. And look at this thin deck, this 10-card deck. Very proud of that right now. And I'm pretty sure I just have the kill if I backflip. Yeah, there we go. Easy money. Keep the Gambler's Brew, keep Speed Potion. I'm actually going to get rid of my Thorns because I don't have a multi-attacker coming up. For the last boss, it would be super useful. I don't actually have any synergies for zero-cost cards. But I want a zero-cost deck. I've already built almost all the way towards it. So this is where I'm going to go actually crazy and smith at the boss and hope that I actually manage to beat him. So let's see. Best upgrade at this point is probably Neutralize for 2 weak. I want the Gambler's Brew so I can get my footwork out there right away. So I can maybe block his massive attack. Yeah, this should be fine, I think. Should be fine enough, I guess. Extra energy for next turn is a very good thing. So I'll have extra energy, I'll have lots of defense, I'll have Gambler's Brew, and I'll have the Speed Potion. I don't even think I will need all of that. Actually, I will definitely need some of that. I should have let those cycle back into my deck. So he's only doing 28. And it's too late for me to do anything about it. I could have Gambler's Brewed, but I think I can beat this with 12 HP. So he's gonna split. I don't have any better way to split him than with a Flying Knee, but that is actually a pretty good split all around, so... And not to mention I'm keeping 2 really nice big defends. So I can neutralize this guy instantly, works for 2 turns. And then I only need to block for 9, so I'm going to play my upgraded defend, and then just slimes all the way. Well, and a shiv. I get to keep some good defensive cards going on. With this guy frailing me, I'm probably going to have to, yeah. Well, first of all, neutralize you. Probably going to have to play a lot of block is what I was getting at there. So I'm at 19. Might as well keep them both. Remember, it keeps my deck thinner. So I will admit that maybe I was a tiny bit fast and loose with how I was playing this. But it seems to be working out. Not to mention I have 2 good defense for next turn, and I have extra... I forget what it's called now. Extra dexterity. Good times. Change everything you are, and everything you were, and use this chance. I should actually backflip and try to get a bit more damage on the field. It didn't work out. That's alright. Keep a couple defends. I'm pretty sure I can deal with 2 slimes that have 19 health apiece. Oh man, you know the problem with this type of game is you end up talking about only the game instead of, you know, just kind of chatting with people, which is what I like to do while I let's play. I guess that's why I should probably stream more often. And okay, so I have an issue in my life. I call it decision paralysis. One of my major issues with YouTube and why I don't get much done is because every time I stream, I have this whole fight in my head between whether to stream on YouTube or Twitch. Now that was solved for a bit when I could stream on both services at once, but apparently both services started cracking down on people streaming on multiple services. So I really have to make an actual decision about that before I start actually streaming again, or else I will just kind of like get that decision paralysis and I'll do nothing. Getting Venom's so good, but Corpse Explosion is so good. Man, they really turned Corpse Explosion from horrible to one of the best cards in the game. Because Envenom will work with my combo deck. Corpse Explosion is so good that I almost want it anyways. Because Because you can kill huge groups of enemies easily with Corpse Explosion. I want both. Like, these both fit with my deck archetype. Archetype. I think I have to go with Envenom, stick with the deck archetype, and hopefully, yes, Wristblade. Could have used extra energy too, but I am very happy with a Wristblade. So on this floor, I'm going to go for the Burning Elite right away, and then I'm going to kind of stick to the right path. There's a chance at a second Elite, lots of campfires. Let's go. Let us go. Let us go. Now my shivs pretty much have an automatic, what's it called attached to them? You know what it's called. Maybe you don't. I'm trying to... Accuracy card attached to them is what I should have said there. See, retaining 2 cards means that I only have 14 cards in my pile total. I'm actually going to let these go through. I don't need the Envenom right now. If it cost 1, it might be a different story, but I would really like to actually just kill you. I'm going to let 1 Endless Agony pass through. Then I'm going to use a single Survivor, which is upgraded, so that is enough. I'm going to strike Endless Agony. Because who am I kidding? There we go. No Endless Agony's going through. Wow, there's like my consistent damage cards hanging out. There we go. Got those going on. Unfortunately, I think he's going to try to escape next turn, and I don't think there's much I can do about it. No, he has 2 turns to escape, because he'll defend before he tries. I think I've got him. I also think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba-ba. Bit of a weird late time to play that, but I'm almost certain I have him next turn with Flying Knee, a Shiv. Yeah, I got him. This guy is super dead. He's dead to poison, and he's dead to my attacks. Let's go. Finisher. Okay, so now I kind of have a synergy going on, which I like. Whenever you play a power, attack, and skill in the same turn, remove all your debuffs. So I actually do that a decent amount, but I'm almost playing a poison deck. I have a lot of money, so I think, oh my god. So I'm actually going to play a defensive deck. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up more dexterity and Master of Strategy for draw power, and I can still afford one of these 2. But if I want one, I want both. Ah! I can just barely not afford both. You know, poison... Yeah, I'm just going to take Deadly Poison. I know Catalyst is like the game winner, but with so much defense, I think I should be fine either way. What I need now is some power synergies, which I'm pretty much counting on the luck of the draw to get. So I could upgrade all strikes and defense, but I've taken out... Could upgrade all defense. You know, I usually remove a card, upgrade all defense in a deck that's so defensively focused. It seems like a really good idea. Yeah. I'm gonna stick with that. So there's pretty much no chance of me getting rid of all of his artifacts so I can get Terror on. So I'm just going to use this to get rid of one of his artifacts, and hopefully in the future I can get some Terror going on. Yeah, there you go. I really like these 8-block defends, especially once I like double up footwork here. Then they are 12-block defense, so just one of them can block this attack, for instance. And I'm not going to let the Endless Agonies cycle back into the deck. Instead, I'm going to keep a Deflect and a Deadly Poison, get rid of that last artifact as soon as possible, maybe even get him weak. Or, you know, just play lots of defense because he's doing a metric shit ton of damage right now. And I don't even need to do that many defense. let's get the extra energy next turn. Then I'll keep Envenom and Deadly Poison. Now that I think about it, that's kind of stupid. I'm just going to attack him to death. Perfect. Good deck so far. Need to upgrade those footworks. This is interesting because they changed this card so that it's free as long as you don't take any damage. And I'm not taking much damage, so I'm gonna take it and hope that that was not the worst decision ever. So I'm an idiot and I really wanted that gold. So I'm fighting a Burning Elite with 40 health. I have some good potions. I'm going to use them immediately. Oh, it's mean, guys. Footwork it is. I wanted Noxious Fumes. I wanted Noxious Fumes so bad. And see, this is where Corpse Explosion would have been a fantastic get. So let's backflip first. Hope I get some more, maybe Footwork. Neutralize the guy doing the most damage. Play the Deflect. Make sure that I have Infinite Blades out. So, is their Burning Elite thing just that they have more health? I think it is. That is, actually, like, the best possible Burning Elite. I love it. I probably overdid that and could have been more efficient there. But, I don't care. Haven't played, what's it called yet? You know, the one that lets me retain cards. Well-laid plans. Best laid plans of mice and mans. Okay. Let's start with well-laid. Master of Strategy. There's almost no point in not playing Master of Strategy. Footwork. Defend. And defend, unfortunately. But I will retain for next turn. Envenom and Blade Dance. So I'm looking for poison artifacts. I'm looking for zero-cost card artifacts. See, now I've still taken no damage, so this gets the bonus. I think I've made a good choice here. I know this guy weakens me, but I really don't like all these wounds, so... Still not enough, huh? That's really too bad. Again, you might as well retain even just a wound. I've seen people discard wounds before when they could have retained them. Bad idea. Don't do it. So, kind of taking damage on... I didn't play my Shiv, but it is kind of a big deal because, you know, I could have retained 2 cards that weren't going to exhaust automatically. 5, 5... Neutralize, Finisher, Defend. Perfect. Yeah, I'm just sick of the wounds that I'm getting from this guy over here. Usually the order that you kill them is back, front, middle, but when you're killing this slowly and you're so defensively focused, that just doesn't seem like a very good idea. I did it again. I played with your heart, got lost in the game. Oh, baby, baby. Clearly, at this point, I've just won, and I'm being incautious because of it. But that's not a really good habit to get into, because you never really know what's going to happen. One more card to choose from, that's pretty good, actually. From now on, Escape Plan is an always take, especially if you have a bunch of footworks in your deck, which I do. And especially if it's always upgraded, because the card replaces itself and either does nothing or gives you block. So overall, just a good thing. Oh, I have very little block. Gotta get my stuff out there, right? And then probably best just to poison you. I'm not taking much damage. 4 isn't bad, but I don't like that this guy is increasing his strength. Okay, Master of Strategy is great here because it's likely to draw a footwork. I'm at 4 extra block per turn, or per block. I think I'm fine if I kill this guy first, which I think I can do this turn, because my blocks are worth so much at this point. So now he's doing 20, but 2 regular blocks is enough to, I was expecting to retain because of well-laid plans. You get so used to it. Okay, so Shiv, I've taken a damage. Masterful Stab is still really good though. Should have used it first so I could have taken away 2 of his block. Makes Masterful Stab more expensive. Also gives me energy next turn. Last card in the deck being well-laid plans kind of pisses me off, but that's alright. It's alright. If you don't think about it too much. Deflect and... actually, might as well retain both of these defense. I already have more than enough defense. Excellent. Okay. So, I don't like Caltrops, but it might be worth taking because A, we are playing a defensive deck, B, it is incredibly good against the new final boss. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. On the other hand, backflip in a defensive deck, I'm going to whirl about the final boss. I'm going to whirl all about him. I whirl right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby. Whirl, whirl, round, round. Ah, don't want to whirl your name. I'm going to upgrade here because I think I need Envenom upgraded with only 3 energy. And believe me, I am well aware that I should heal, but I did a Burning Elite and another hard fight and only lost 11 health. So... oh, fuck that noise. I'm trying not to rest at all. Sapphire Key it is. Good time for it. And see, I don't even need to... like, 1 to 20 cards, gotta admit, tempting. Free rest, so I can upgrade up here. Even more tempting. Let's be honest. Footwork. Footwork. Escape plan. Ah. Backflip? So I'm hunting for, I actually had more than enough defense. I'm being an idiot is what I'm doing. Fortunately, I can retain, so it doesn't matter that much. And since I can retain and I have finisher, I'm actually not going to play Masterful Stab. Oh. Oh. There's the issue, though. I really want Envenom, Masterful Stab, and Finisher. Envenom isn't worth that much. I don't have anything that synergizes with Poison right now. Decision made. Perfect. Let's go. Okay. So this is a great Finisher turn. I'm just going to take 4 damage because that was really worth it. I really probably shouldn't have played the regular strike at that point. But since he was already weak, 4 damage isn't that bad. And this guy is all kinds of screwed. He's not attacking this turn, so I should probably stop right there. Could have kept Deflect. Deflect is worth 9 damage, or 9 block, even in its weakened state. And he is dead. He is dead. Yes, he is dead. I hate to tell you, man, but you are dead. You are so dead. I have a 0 cost deck synergy and block synergy. The thing is, with block, I need poison to chip away at people. But my deck is fairly thick at 25 cards. A lot of them are powers or things that exhaust. So, all I'm trying to say is it's actually kind of a tough decision. What I really want is a relic that is a power synergy, but I need to go to a store for that, and I don't have any stores on my way. So I think I will fight that elite, just in the hopes of getting something to take this deck to the next level. Alright. Okay, only taking 12 damage. So that's 2 damage. It'll make Masterful Stab cost. But Bouncing Flask, on the other hand, is Bouncing Flask. Tough call. Gonna use the Gambler's Brew. I know this is kind of a silly reason to use it. Just gonna try to get a deflect out there, and then, yeah, then I can play Footwork and Infinite Blades, actually. I'll retain Bouncing Flask. Bouncing Flask, by the way, great upgrade target. You get one more set of 3 poison. Envenom for cheap on a turn where I have a bunch of 0 costs. You know, can't get much better than that. Get this guy out of the air with the cheapest 0 costs imaginable. Then, just kill him, I guess? No, don't quite kill him, because I can... yeah. That seems ideal. Let's do it that way. Because he is dead if I just leave him. He'll take 3 damage this turn, 2 damage the next turn. So I think just leaving him is probably my best plan. Okay. So, I have to say, I think this deck is rather good. I might actually be... Okay, so I'm not usually this good. Maybe it's because I'm thinking out every single move, since I'm kind of explaining them to you guys. Usually I just kind of snap pick things. So I'm going to Smith again. I'm going to use a recall last possible minute. And the Smith. Blur only gives me a bit of extra block. Master of Strategy only gives me extra cards. This gives me 1 extra Shiv every turn. Yeah. I think making that innate is actually a great idea. If I could get that innate report on my desk by 3, that'd be great. Yeah. Not the best turn. Well, actually, he's not doing much, so not a bad turn. Neutralize him. I think focusing him down might be the thing, because this guy's only doing 5 damage. He can summon 1 more. There's only a position for 1 more guy. And as long as it's not too bad of a guy, this guy will just keep doing 5 damage, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you know, as he upgrades. So my best move may actually be that. And 8 block, who cares, right? Oh, 4 damage. Yep, I forgot about that. Get some backflips, some poison, masterful stab, shiv, deflect, flying knee, I think. Retain. I haven't gotten any of my footworks yet, but fortunately I have lots of block. I have just enough block anyways, and that block was going to expire, so it's not like it was a waste. So he's doing 9 damage now. I'd say that's no joke, but it's actually kind of a joke. Do I want to just take the 9 damage? No, I don't. I'll retain the finisher for next turn, and a backflip so I can get a few more cards. I would really, really like to upgrade those blade dances, but again, this deck is actually really thick, which a bit of a problem. Escape plan, see what I get. It is defense, which is great. This guy might just be dead. Yes, he is. Okay. So I'm... like, I keep saying I have no synergies, but I seem to have a lot of synergies. Cloak and Dagger is my next upgrade target. It's so good in this deck. It fits so well, and it's the first one I've gotten. Unless I see something... You might notice that only 13 of my cards are unupgraded out of 28. That is a good way of playing the game. I'm not saying that I always do that. I just know that it's a good way of playing it. Yeah. So I wouldn't expect the videos to come pouring out immediately, but there will be videos in the future. Things are getting more conducive to those ends. I can't see what he's doing. So that's the one problem with my screen region as it stands right now. That's alright though, I know what he's doing turn 1. He's summoning his 2 guys. But let's just for this fight get my mouse way off screen over here, and maybe the best place for this was actually here the whole time? And I'm an idiot? Yeah, that seems about right. That seems alright. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Okay. I want my powers out. And I think I want these guys dead. I don't have my powers out. I have a skill potion too, which I should remember, because maybe this is the time to use that. Well-laid plans. I did take damage, so Masterful Stab now costs. Which sucks because it also gets downgraded when it costs. Okay, gonna retain Blur and Defend. Next turn I should get my footworks. Ow, that really hurts. But hopefully I am pretty much invincible starting right now. I'm gonna let the Endless Agonies go back into my deck. Seems like the best idea. I'm gonna get all kinds of debuffed, but I'm also incredibly strong now. Gonna let all the Endless Agonies go back into my deck. No, this seems like it might be a good turn to kind of let things fly, but I think it's a really good turn to have tons of Endless Agonies. You know, that seems like a good idea to me. Masterful Stab now essentially useless because I took so many hits. Okay. So, let's go 2 shivs. You are dead. So much damage on the field. So I'm gonna have to use the skill potion to just try to survive. Were they already weak? Okay, keep backflip and defend. Actually, you know, keep backflip and defend. Oh, this is rough. 7 damage. I'm gonna partially blame this on bad draw, mostly on me, because clearly this deck had it in it to beat this boss, and still might actually. But I have fucked something up royally. Let's blur, and then I'll keep these for next turn. I've only done like 50 damage to the main boss, and he has buffed himself now. Fortunately, he should be killable with, yeah, just that. Let's backflip. Defend, neutralize. It's only doing 18 damage now. I have 33 block. I'm only going to use a couple of these to get some poison going. Ah, hell, I'm going to use them all. Retain my shivs, retain my flying knee. Hopefully he's not attacking next turn, but debuffing again. He is attacking, but I have lots of block in hand. Yeah, good finisher turn. I was hoping for a bit of a stronger finisher turn, then oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh, that's alright. I actually think I have this fight in the bag, even though I went through a moment of despair there. You guys were all there, you witnessed it. This is still actually a perfectly fine finisher turn. He's dead next turn. It's a bit closer than I'd like it to be, but to be fair, I didn't rest on this floor, which, you know, gotta admit, kind of baller. Usually, second floor on Ascension 9 requires a rest. Just saying. Ah, corpse explosion! Yes! I'd say bullet time's tempting, but it's not. Nightmare is also sometimes tempting, especially when you have a lot of zero costs, but corpse explosion, I think, essentially wins us the game. And Broken Crown, stop taking cards me. Broken Crown is great. I don't want cards anymore. Broken Crown stops me from getting them. Okay, so I need the rest key piece. So an early fire pit is probably the way to go. There's a shop here, question marks, a lot of fires. That far right path is my kind of path. Might want to remove a card as well. This is where some thorns would have... Actually, you know what? Pew. Easy fucking money. Very few whammies. Oh, I had so much block to begin with. Infinite Blades is so valuable early on that I kind of have to. So the position I've put myself into here means I have to kill this guy in 2 turns in order to get this Splody Man gone. Fortunately, I have Deadly Poison, which doesn't involve actually hitting him. And then, these do considerably more damage, so 2 of these. I think I've got this. I didn't draw any defends that turn? Ow! I'm actually offended. Just defend and then kill him with shivs. Actually upset. And I still actually get a selection of 2 cards. And actually. One thing you notice when you start Let's Playing is the words you say over and over again. There is so much good stuff here. But I think this is actually my, wait, how much money do I have left? There is one more guaranteed shop in the game, but I'm going to be at decent health anyways after it. What even is that card? It's a quick slash. Okay. It's 2 weak to all enemies. I need to thin this deck. What card is dead? I don't really have dead cards. Deadly Poison isn't great, but if I'm going to take away a Deadly Poison, I'd much rather take away just a Strike. So Deflect... No, Strike. Let's go. Got to admit, Expertise might have also been a pretty good choice, but I'm going to just avoid it. What did he... Oh yeah, I was like, what did he have for relics again? That extra draw on turn 1 should work gangbusters for getting us through all our powers really fast. So Infinite Blades, Footwork, might as well terror one of them. One block and a flying knee, I think, is what I do. Let all those go back into my deck. I have a 29 card deck. That's too many cards. I made so much the right decision that I'm far more proud of myself than I should be. I keep forgetting I got Corpse Explosion. I keep forgetting because it's so good that I just feel like I don't deserve it. Probably should have actually taken my Dex potion there. I'm getting low on health. I am actually going to need to rest or find another way of healing. Upgraded Blade Dance. I don't need them. Well, you know, as far as a path with rests goes, I'm pretty set. So this guy, oh, I got a delivery. There's no pause button, so you guys are just gonna have to wait here. Yeah, sorry, no pause button in OBS, only in XSplit, and I keep forgetting to do most of my regular recording with XSplit. So suddenly, unboxing video. It is sex toys. No, okay. What I got today is a new phone wallet case for my Pixel because my old one is getting a bit ratty, and 2 sets of 2 audio cables. Yay! Work-related things. Okay. Kind of nice though, aren't they? Look at these things. Nice little braided cables, very thin. Are these too thin? No, they're good. And by the way, anyone who does not have a wallet case for their phone, I highly recommend it. It makes your phone almost invincible. The leather cases are so fucking resilient. I've thrown my phone across the room because I have a habit of tossing my phone and catching it, and it's been fine. You might even say, damn fine. Damn fine. No use playing Corpse Explosion here. Bit of a weird turn, though. You gotta admit. I'm about to heal. Can I take 4 damage? Yes? Oh, it only costs 1. I'm an idiot. I've upgraded it. Haha! I have you now. Okay, so well-laid plans, of course. Backflip, of course. Cloak and dagger, definitely, of course. Might as well. Then I'm gonna flying knee and just hit you with all of my shivs. I love the ability to retain cards. So good! Okay. So this is going to be a weird turn. I'm going to try to draw into what's it called? You know, the one that does finisher? Yeah, didn't work. That's alright. Bouncing Flask, also very good. And, no point in trying to retain, so I guess I just keep these 2. I'm really glad I picked up the backpack because this deck is far too large to not have the backpack. I think he's just dead? Not quite. So, defend and survivor. Because I might take that 10 damage before he, yeah, see, 10 damage, then he dies. Left to right, all the time. All the time. Is an acrobatics worth it in this deck? Do I have the energy for it is a question? I think no. Well, I have a lot of free cards. I don't have any cards that give me energy. Draw. Envenom Plus? Yeah, good luck with that. 121 gold skill potion. You know what? I'm good with it. I'm good with the Ancient Tea set. So I will rest here, even though it pains me. I almost thought I'd have a Restless Ascension 9 run. That would have been pretty cool. So Terror is probably a good idea. Playing Infinite Blades right away, probably a good idea. Deflect. Noctis Fumes. Blade Dance. Then Corpse Explosion. Just get as much poison on him as possible, right? Can't retain cards. But he's getting 2 extra poison a turn, which will help at least. Neutralize is fantastic. Cloak and Dagger. I'm pretty sure I have this in the bag. Play my whole hand that turn. Because he's getting minus 16 per turn. He is just generally weakened. I have extra block, and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny it. It makes me feel uncomfortable saying brothers. That is not a word reserved for people. That is a word that everybody has used forever. I should not feel uncomfortable with it. You know what? Bouncing Flask. It was a good turn for finisher, but I'm not going to kill this guy anyways. And Bouncing Flask does 9 damage this turn, but 8 damage next turn too, so... Sounds good. Acrobatics, I think. Didn't get rid of the footwork. Neutralize, flying knee, backflip, masterful stab, finisher? Yeah. Well, that was a good time. I'm very, very proud of this deck. I wish I had a way of healing a bit more, like even just getting a healing potion would be fantastic, but I don't. So notice he's taking 48 poison. I'm already fine. Like, I don't need to defend at all. Although now I kind of, like, far into the future. Long, long ago, I wish I had taken Bouncing Flask. Or no, Catalyst. The deck is so thick. Oh, I was, kind of, like, minorly clicking my, just, like, fidgeting my fingers on the mouse, and I accidentally clicked it. Decision made, subconsciously. What do I have for smithing? A lot. You know, I've been saying over and over again, I wish these were upgraded. So why don't I upgrade them? Oh, seems like a good idea to me. Orichalcum. Fantastic, actually. And now I want me a Corpse Explosion. Infinite Blades. Terror. Draw. Okay, so I have a lot of 0 costs here. So I think what I actually do is I defend, neutralize, endless agony, finisher. Yeah. That was a really good turn. It didn't actually take anybody out, but it came so close that, you know, barely matters. Don't like that I'm taking damage this turn, but I feel like that was kind of necessary. Like, that was my best play by far. Yeah, just make sure I don't take any damage. Could have backflipped as well. There was no real point in doing it. And he's dead. For an interesting way of killing him. Except then I just hit him, so I guess interesting way. Stop it with the speed potions. Hey, remember earlier I was like, Caltrop's really good on the last boss. "31 cards, this is such a thick deck. They're all powers, or really good cards. Or fit with the synergy. I think I stick with my synergy now. Okay, so normally what I would do is I would fight for a rare relic. But I think I want to upgrade so badly, and I want to heal, that I want to take Doubt, because I will get one more shop. And 1 week won't do that much to affect me, in the grand scheme of things. And I have some ways of discarding 2 cards. You know, I'm happy with that decision. I should completely wreck this guy. I feel like my deck is almost designed for the wreckage of this guy. That wasn't the greatest first turn ever. It was only like 70 damage. It'll add up. It'll add up over time. You gotta have some faith. You gotta have some faith in me. Or not. You actually really don't have to have any faith in me. I don't. Why would I expect you to? Okay, 12 poison. I need some catalysts. I need a catalyst. Probably should have played that first. Okay, I'm not taking any damage, and he has 2 turns left. And probably should have played footwork first. That is alright. And there was me getting rid of my doubt. I did something. No, I can play them too. I have blue candle. I really shouldn't have done what I did there. Oh well. Should have played my last defend. Escape plan. Cloak and dagger. Acrobatics. Get rid of that. Okay, so I basically need to leave 1 energy open, so I can play 1 more defend here. There we go. The 20 damage hurts, but at least I got 14 HP back from it. And accuracy. There was... Okay, I'm not even using these potions. Give me a Swift potion. Smith... Accuracy, please. Yes. Duplicate a card in your deck. What's the most useful card in my deck? Likely Corpse Explosion, but you only ever need 1 Corpse Explosion. You know, I'm duplicating Infinite Blades. Give me dem shivs. This deck is all about dem shivs, no treble. I didn't even... Almost forgot to recall at the last minute. Dona and Deca, huh? You know what's really good against these guys? Corpse Explosion. That's not my real laugh. So these guys are super dead. Yeah, they're just... I almost feel bad. Never ended up getting a poison relic, which is too bad. I'd actually rather focus my damage than use Bouncing Flask. And I'd rather try to take no damage than, yeah. Didn't quite take no damage, but I'm pretty close. Finisher turn, huh? It's a lot of block they just put on. I can't say I'm overly a fan of. I'm going to take a bunch of damage here. Any more free cards? Unideal. Well, I'm gonna heal after this anyways. I won't heal the full, but I will heal. In general. Masterful Stab, 5, huh? Yeah, I don't think so. So don't keep Masterful Stab. Being an absolute idiot there. I have the feeling my actual play is kind of falling apart at the end here. Like, I'm just not doing quite as well. Doesn't matter because you are dead. Perfect. Oh, what 1,000. Yeah, I've actually been getting really good scores on these Ascension runs too, like 1,400, 1,500. I got 1,600 on Ascension 7. Been kind of proud of myself with that. It's because I really like playing high risk, and score-wise, high risk is rewarded. I'm at 70. I think smithing a footworks is actually worth it. I almost wish I had gotten more footworks in this deck. Stop tempting me with the caltrops. Grand finale, yeah, sure. That's a good idea. Could get toolbox if I wanted to. I think I'd rather have the regen potion and an essence of steel. And I think those were my best purchases. But I don't want to use them on this fight, and I want to be attacking the guy with the most health. Man, they're really coming out swinging, aren't they? Wrong order. Lovely. 6 damage total, not bad. Corpse Explosion has to be played. I had no more free attacks. I'm not sure what I was doing there. $40 damage. Wow. These guys on Ascension are rough. You know what? I'm gonna keep Flying Knee Survivor, I think. I think I just lose here. Maybe not quite, but... Okay, that's a good start. I'm gonna have to end by hitting this guy, so saving one attack is probably the best idea. Ooh, got myself a text. I'm actually waiting for a specific text today, so that's why I am being unprofessional and checking my everything. Maybe I haven't lost? Okay, apparently FedEx delivered. Yeah, you know what? My business. I'm gonna have to take one more break. I think I have the kill this turn, but I'll be back. Leave you in suspense. You can do the math on your own. Sorry about that, 1 second. I made a promise. Did I mute this time? No, I didn't. Okay, So the answer was absolutely yes. I have the way more than enough power to kill this guy. And killing this guy means I kill both of them. There's no... Oh. Wow. Oh, man. If only I had some more health now. Well, start with plated armor. He's not attacking this turn, so it's a good turn for playing defense first, which you should always do against this guy. Got a bit of poison going on. Okay. So, are you doing 60 damage first? Oh wait, no, that's on easy mode. 45 damage. Okay, start with acrobatics. That was in the hopes that I would get, okay, cloak and dagger. Escape plan. I need more blocks. And I didn't get any. Well, overall, I'd say it was a pretty good attempt. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the small bit of news and then me getting distracted and playing an hour and 16 minutes of Slay the Spire, and going out twice like a completely in a completely unprofessional fashion. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. I forget how to end. Alt 0, I think.